Hi, everybody. Here I am again in the middle of the night. Well, it's not too bad. Now it's just about midnight, so it's not like the middle of the night this time. But I guess that must be when actually I do I sit at this space right here. If I'm awake, I'm right here, usually. Sometimes I'm in the kitchen. Most of the time I'm right here. Sometimes I'm in the laundry room doing laundry, but not often. Hubster did the laundry for me the other day, so I didn't have to do it. Now I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. Let me show you. For one thing, I was inspired. I was inspired by. Let me show you, just real quick, my inspiration. Is it in this box right here? No, I took it out of this box. Just a minute. Let me show you the inspiration. Just a minute. Wait a minute. The inspiration came. Here it is. Gosh, I'm dropping things in the floor. The inspiration came from this journal that was sent to me by a dear lady all the way from Germany. Her name, let me look again. Oh, yeah, Sybil. Sybil from Germany. But how this cover is made on this journal, this journal cover is made with little patches of fabric, but it is smooshy. So she's got something inside each piece. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of fabric. She took each piece of fabric and she, like, it's folded in half, as far as I can tell, and then she's got it quilted together, hand stitched all the way together. And I was so impressed with this. This was made by Sybil Gerhard, I think is how you say her name. Gedhard or Gerhard. Gerhard is how you say her name. And the back cover is one piece. And it looks like a postcard size. I mean, it's different fabric on each side. But she's got it stitched together, but it is stuffed with something. She might have put polyfill in there, I can't tell, because even on the edge, she has whip stitched it all the way around the edge. And then on these small pieces on the front, she has got them each one hand stitched together. And so that's where I'm getting this inspiration for this. And so when I get inspiration, I have to try my own hand at it. And it's just, I love this. This is just gorgeous. And I thank you again. I thank you again, Sybil, for sending this to me all the way from Germany to Florida, USA. And it is beautiful. So that's where I got this inspiration. So then these pieces of fabric are 5 by 5 inch pieces of fabric that were sent to me also in Happy Mail. But to be honest, I forget who sent it to me. But I know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back through, because most of my Happy Mail I have opened right online, right on a video, so that I can remember these things. But I've got to go back to the video, and what I've started doing now is I've got my little booklet here that I've been writing down, like who sends me and the name of who sent me, and then what they have sent me, because my memory really needs help. So that's what I'm doing with that, because this even makes it hard for me to send my memory makes it hard for me to even send thank you notes and such as that. So, because I forget who sends me who, but I know now. In fact, I just went through a video and wrote these down. I rewatched a video, and I wrote down exactly the things, each item that was in the package. Now here I did these two. I did these three, but they're thin. I put a piece of just batting. I have this batting here, and I put a piece of that in there before I stitched it, and it it doesn't feel quite as heavy. Maybe if I were to even fold these in half again and stitch them around, maybe I'd like that better for the thickness of it. In fact, I might do that. Then this one I did that same way. This one, as I was stitching, I put beads. I have these little white pearl beads that I put on every once in a while in every a few stitches here and there. Now this one, and see, even if I do, I may end up folding some of these in half again and then stitch them all the way around. And because I want to do the same. Most people that watch my videos, I have been really having fun with bohemian journals, and I have been excuse me, doing different things on them and attaching different items. Now, so this one here, I put a double layer of the batting, and so I'm gonna just show you, because I'm making these things, and I believe I'm going to be. Well, right now I've got a contest going, so I'm going to be giving some of them away in my contest. But but and then I'm going to be making some, actually, because people have asked me to. I'm going to be making some, and then I'm going to put them in my Etsy store that I don't have going yet, but I'm going to have one. And so I've been trying different things. New things just keep popping in my head. And so I'm now this one here, I'm put the double bit of polyfill, or not polyfill, but the batting, cotton batting, polyfill batting that I'm putting in there. But I'm adding some different kind of beads on this one. And so I'll just put the beads here and there haphazardly everywhere. And on this one, and each one I think I'm going to do a little bit differently. But I want you all to see how I do these things, because some of you might just want to make your own. And so I would be happy if you just took my just watched what I do, and then you do the same thing and come up with one. I'd love to see how you do that, what you come up with. And so, but I have so many things, odds and ends of little beads and just little odds and ends of everything. Here I'm putting on a few beads that I've gotten from taking apart, costume jewelry. I get it either given to me, or I find it very inexpensively at thrift shops. And so I buy the stuff or get stuff, and I take it apart and just use the pieces. That was sharp. Sure, I gotta make sure I'm not bleeding. I don't want to get blood on my. And so then I'm just quilting this kind of haphazardly. It doesn't have to be, you know, perfectly quilted, just to where it's quilted together with your stitchings, and then adding different beads. I'm adding different beads. You don't have to add beads, of course, but that's what I'm trying to do, is just add a few beads, and then I still add more things even after I have the um after I have the cover of the journal put together. I still add more things. And so, and I'm sure by even doing these pieces, each piece will end up to be something on its own. That each piece will be probably different than the piece before. So I'm just putting a few beads and trinkets that I have in this box that I've got labeled beads and doodads, and and um and we just see how it comes out in the end. We just see how it comes out in the end, which I'm sure it's going to be gorgeous, just gorgeous. I'm using button thread. Wait a minute. It is called Dual Duty Plus Button and Craft. So, which it's a little bit like heavier thread, so less chance of it breaking. So, but if you use like upholstery thread or something, the only thing is my buttonhole thread, all I've got is, on my button thread, I've only got is this one color. I would need some, I probably need to have some different colors. It would be, if I have different colors of thread even in there, I think that that would be pretty. And so maybe when I go, next time I go to the store, I might check and see if there's anything different that maybe I can pick up. So right now I'm not even doing anything to match as far as beads and stuff. I'm just looking in this box and I find something pretty and just stitch it on there. And so the whole thing will have a look of its own. A look of its own when I get through with it. Let me see. These are pretty ones. These little blue, they look like metallic. And then I put a couple stitches with just the stitches. I kind of started out going on in rows, but it doesn't seem to be staying in rows because I go back and forth and in and out and up and down, and I don't do anything correctly. But you know what? There's no correct in this. There's no correct and there's no incorrect. No correct and no incorrect. It's all correct. It's all. What's these beads? Oh, those are pretty beads. me put a couple of them on there too. These ones are a little bit bigger, but that's good. That's good. Those are like multicolored beads. Those are so pretty. These multicolored beads like this, if you can see them in there, they're like marbleized. All of them are different. Those ones I ordered from AliExpress. They have really, like, I just love their prices, especially. I love their prices, especially, and they have such a large assortment of different things you can order. I mean, not just, a lot of different crafting stuff and other stuff too, but of course I go to the crafting stuff. I've bought dies from them and beads and bead findings. And yeah, and I just kind of just stitch everything together. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord. Let's see. Oh, here's a purple flower. And there's a red heart. And yeah, I'm going to put, let me see. I think I'm going to put that red heart right here. Look at that. How pretty is that? That is pretty. Okay. Now, that's pretty too. And I love color. I just love a pop of color. Everything should pop with color. Everything should just pop with color. And I think this is going to make a really pretty journal cover. I do believe it will. Let me see. Okay, this one, these black ones. Boy, I've had a busy few past days. I don't know if any of you saw the video that Stacey Evans did. She actually built me a birthday party online, and on her Pink Poodle crafting page, Pink Poodle Crafts, she had me a birthday party. Now, I still can't believe she did that. I cannot believe she did that. I am just, I don't know. I am humbled to no end. She first had, unbeknownst to me, somehow she had talked to some of the ladies that's in the group and had them send me gifts, cards and gifts, and they did. And I was getting these gifts in the mail and says, do not open until the live stream. And at the time I was like, and that was on my birthday day. And so at the time I was thinking that I didn't quite understand. That was weird, but I did not open them. And then of all things, Miss Stacy was in the hospital. She was sick. And I'm thinking, what is she doing? She's supposed to be taking care of her health, and what is she doing? And as it turned out, which I didn't even know that could be done, is she had herself and me and Secret Soto, all three of us were live on her live stream at the same time. I didn't even know that was possible, but she did it, and it was amazing. The video is still on her site, which it's 4 hours long. Just have to tell you, if you watch it, you got to watch it in stages. And and I'm still blown away. I should be right now writing out my thank you notes, but instead I'm playing with stuff I got in my gifts. And uh, I I got to get them thank you notes. I'll probably work on them tomorrow because I got to make special thank you notes. But this Stacy is amazing. She's Stacy Evans. If you haven't went to her site, she's an amazing girl. The girl is she amazes me because her health is poor. Her health is poor, but she is always still giving and of herself, her time, her talents. It's constantly. And so and Secret Soda, she's the creative birdie. She also is of they're mixed media artists, both of them. Mixed media, which I think, that's pretty much where I've turned to myself. I do a little bit of everything, but I've kind of, oh, that one won't go through that needle. I kind of do a little bit of everything, but I love mixed media. And so if you like mixed media, that is where to go. There is so much to learn. When I get to thinking I know everything, because I do that sometimes. Um, then I watch these girls and realize I don't know everything. I got a lot to learn. So yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome, and I'm still kind of flabbergasted or shocked or something as to all that they did for me on that day, on my birthday. This is a birthday I'll never ever forget. Just and it's not just about the gifts. It's just about the love that that was shown, so much love that was shown. And I just can't get over it. There's no words even to express my gratitude. It's just amazing. So, okay, now this one is really colorful, isn't it? That is, see, now I just leave, so far the edges are raw. I don't know if I will leave the edges raw because they are cut apart with pinking shears. So I might just leave those edges as they are and then stitch them together just with raw edges still. I don't know. But see, now that one, that's another one that's ready to go. The stitching on the back, you can see where, and then each one of those things are on there. I may even go further, and I will go further once I get them put together. Once I actually stitch them together, then like I might have a front that looks just like that if I don't fold these in half. That almost looks like the right size for a front of a journal. But I like it better now that I started attaching things to the front. These are not really bohemian colors, I guess, but they will be when I get done with them. But I wanted to try another thing too. This here I have a piece. This here is a piece of an earring. Now I didn't take that one all the way apart. Let's see. So what I want to do with this is to just stitch this earring onto this already little quilted piece. Okay, and go over here and get that side, because I think this will be really pretty on here. This little earring, it's got like almost like oh, I'm trying to think, and my thinking mechanism is gone kaput. So let me see. I want to get these. I don't want them to just jangle. I want them to be kind of where they don't get tangled. I want them to jangle but not tangle. So I'm just going to be careful how I stitch this on. And so what am I trying to say? These are like they're beads, they're gems. There's another word I'm trying to think of, but it's not coming to me. What are them that people hang in their house? And people hang them in their house or hang them in their car, and they different kinds bring different kind of I don't know, good luck or happiness or faith or hope. I can't think of the word I'm trying to think of. Okay, look at this. This is really going to be pretty. I'm trying to get them to stay down. I could probably just glue them on, but I'm not going to do that. I want to stitch them. God, that word. See, I don't know what that word is I'm trying to think of. Crystals. Crystals. Yeah, these look like little crystals. That's the word I was looking for. And but that's what they look like off of a crystal chandelier. Okay, wait a minute. My needle doesn't want to go through some of those little links. Okay, now I got to get this needle going up to this one. And so I can get that one stuck on there just nicely. Now these journals, when I go to sell them for $1,000 each, you know I won't charge $1,000 each. But I don't know what I would charge. I have a hard time charging. I don't know what I don't know what to charge people. I guess what I'd have to do is go on the Etsy stores and kind of look at what stuff was going for. Because, you know, if I think about what it cost me to make something, a lot of the things don't cost me anything, because I get this fabric has been donated. Oh, I bought the polyfill that I bought for another project, but that one little piece of poly batting is going to like last. It'll make, I won't never have to buy any more. So yeah, I don't know how to go about charging, because I usually give things away. Now, let's see. Do you see how that's looking already? How pretty is that? Then what if I put just one? I wonder if... No, I'm not going to put that there. I think what I'm going to end up doing right here in the middle of this is, after I get it put together, I'll probably add a charm. Because I will add a lot more things. Little flowers, little charms, more beads and ribbons, and just all kind of things. I'll just add things and things and things. But see now there, look at that. Now see, now this one doesn't have anything but stitches. Oh, I felt something. It was a knot. But then, like this is also an earring. I actually used to wear these earrings. But it's one of them that, you know, you lose one. And now I wonder if I want to take this top piece off of here. I do think so. I think I just want that bottom piece. Let me see if I can just get a pair of pliers here or two so I can pull that top piece off of there. I just have to open that jump ring. I just have to open that jump ring to get these apart. Boy, you can go to yard sales and stuff and you can find beauties like this, things, and there's some people, you know, that have like bags of just costume jewelry, like for 50 cents or $1, and you know, things that might have tarnished in places, or earrings that don't have a match. And then let me put my glasses on. And they sell it for next to nothing, and everything is so valuable when you're making, when you're redoing something, or reinventing the wheel, or whatever you're doing. Okay, so I took that top off of there. Now I like this. And that's just got like, actually it looks like a moon if you put it this way, like a crescent moon. But can you see them? All them beads and things hanging on there, all the beads. That's really pretty. So I think I want to leave it like that. But I think I'm going to be using this piece like this, and I think I do want it in kind of a crescent moon. Now I'm going to stitch it. I want those. That's pretty. I was going to check if my hot glue gun was on, but it's not. But because I thought maybe if I glued it first and then it would stay down better, but I'm not going to worry about plugging that thing in right now. And so I'll stitch it on. I'll be stitching that old booger on there. They want to double thread this one. Put a double thread this one. Just, I'm a little afraid because of the metal. I don't know if it would want to, if that metal would cause the thread to break. So I am going to just stitch it. I'm going to just stitch it on the best I can with this thread. And I'll just go around and whip stitch it on. It'll stay on better than the glue. I like stitching. I use glue a lot too, but I like stitching things. I like using thread and fibers and such to get things put together. To me, it makes it more more organic. I guess that's what you'd call it, more organic. And so I'm just going around the metal part of the earring and getting that stitch, trying not to get those beads hung up in the beads hung up in the thread, because I want them to be able to dingle, dangle, jingle, jangle on their own. So yeah, this is going to be fine, just like this, I do believe. Okay, yep, I think so. Now that, I've got that stitched all the way around. There we go. Put another stitch in there. And then that, tie it off in the back if I got enough thread. There we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, can't snip thread with a pair of pliers. Okay, there, now. Let me just pull that middle in between. All right, that's just a beginning. Now, I won't keep you all. See, now I can use this piece still on another, on something else. See, there's a piece, there's an earring piece. That's an earring. You know, you can go, look at this piece of something. How pretty that would be too. Look at this earring. That's an earring. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun figuring out what will go on what pieces, because I have a skull in here. I didn't know. Oh, that one goes the wrong way though. I'm not going to put a skull on my bohemian stuff, but I was looking for one. I didn't know I had that. Okay, so anyway, oh, my neck. Oh, no complaining, Elizabeth, no complaining. Oh, no complaino. Now, I have 4 pieces. I have 4 pieces here to start. Let me put my needles away. This was the best thing ever that I got. And you know what? I forgot who sent it to me, but I know I have it in my in a video. So I'm going to go back and find the video that shows when I got this needle book. And then I'm going to, so that I can remember who made it and sends it to me. And then I'm going to put that inside, put the name inside here, so I will remember who sent it to me, because it makes me feel bad when I don't remember. But this is a needle book that she made for me and sent it to me. And I can't depend on my memory anymore, because it's gone kaput, and so I have to write myself notes, because I like to let people know. I like to, let people know who did what. But look at that. That is going to be, oh, I don't have a ruler. Oh, I'm right on a ruler. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is going to be like perfect. And 1, 2, 3, 4.5. This, 4 of these, well, I guess I should know they're 5 by 5 squares, folded in half. But this, right, what I see here, would be a perfect beginning of a traveler's journal cover. And by the time I get these stitched together, this, actually, I think I would have to go with, I'd have to go with, to make the whole cover, I'd have to go 1, 2, 5 of these. 5 of these sides this way, 2 this way, and 5 this way. Because 5 or even 6 this way, because I like them. The ones I'm making now are going to be like a tri-fold. So probably, yeah, 6 squares folded in half. And, yeah, 6 squares folded in half. I think so. And this one I did the heavier, the 2 layers of batting, and I think I'll stick with the 2 layers of batting. I like that. It gives it a heavier texture, a heavier feel. I like it. I like it. I think it's going to turn out really, really pretty. I think this is going to be a real pretty journal, because I'm going to journal cover, because I'm, like I say, I'm going to put more things on here, because I really decorate them up with trims and other things. But this, and so this is just the beginning. So you know what? I think once I get more done on this, maybe once I get all the pieces sewed, once I get them all quilted and embellished with this far, I think I will make another video to show you my the next step, the next step, because you know what, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I don't even know the next step, because so these, I'm not saying that I'm the inventor or nothing. I'm not the Ben Cartwright. No, that's not the guy. Ben Franklin. That's what I'm trying to think. Not Ben Cartwright. I'm sure people have done this. I just haven't seen it. I just haven't seen them, and so I'm having to come up with all of my own little kind of ideas. But I'm loving this. I think this is great. And like I say, my inspiration comes from Sybil Gedhard in Germany, who sent me this. This is my inspiration. Although mine is going to be different than this, this is still this is my inspiration. And so when I when I see something like this, then I take it and I can just run with it and continue on my own journey. And this feels so good. It feels so good when you any kind of art, I guess any kind of an artist is you feel good when you make something, and not just at the final destination, but the whole journey of putting it together and seeing what comes of it. Because when I first started these earlier today, I wasn't even thinking about adding these beads and things to it right then. I was only thinking, because that's the way these are, is just the fabrics and the quilting. So that's what was in my head. But then once I started putting them together, that's when I thought, what if I add these beads while I'm going? And so, and each one being different, it'll all come together when it is together. So thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. I love you for constantly coming back. And as you know, I've been using lately my affirmation cards. At the end of my videos, I pick 3 cards out of Louise Hay's Wisdom Card Collection. And I read them. And we can take from them what we get. And this one here says, all my changes are easy to make. In order to change my life outside, I must change inside. The moment I am willing to change, it is amazing how the universe begins to help me. It brings me what I need. The second one, it says, I am a yes person. If I dwell on what I don't want, then I will get more of it. I affirm only the good in life. So don't dwell on what you don't want. Don't dwell on bad things because it'll multiply. So only affirm the good in life. Concentrate. That's like a think positive kind of thing. I release all old hurts and forgive everyone, including myself. I can never get even. Revenge does not work because what I give out comes back to me. The buck has to stop somewhere. And so this is one of the important things I have learned since I have been reading on Louise Hay and her and other self-help books is I release all old hurts and forgive everyone, including myself. All them old hurts can be still within you. I'm 68 years old and I think about things that happened to me when I was 3. And I release those and I forgive. And once I learned that I don't have to condone to be able to forgive, I have been able to forgive other people in my life. And here it says, including myself. I can forgive myself for some of the bad choices I have made in my life back when I was young and stupid. I don't know. But I can forgive myself. I don't have to condone. Forgiving doesn't mean I have to condone those things, but I can still forgive myself. I can forgive others. So those are my 3 cards for today. For today's wisdom. Put them in the bottom of the box, and then the box is ready for the next 3 cards the next time. So thank you so much for watching. I love you. God is watching over you every step you take and every move you make. And I will see you on the next video. Good night, all.